Trump is causing havoc in Alabama right now with his executive orders. Right now, Huntsville Energy is raising bills by $100, and they're going into their bank accounts and taking money out of their bank accounts without them even knowing. It's all over the news, man. This is crazy.
Alabama voted for Donald Trump and Elon Musk. They voted for Donald Trump and Elon Musk to go through the entire budget line by line, or I'm sorry, not line by line. They voted for them to take a sledgehammer to the budget and not give a shit who it hurt. And can I just say that Alabama, you have nobody but yourself to blame. See, while you were so worried about somebody else getting $1, you forgot that you were getting 100 of them. That's right. If you didn't know this, the American taxpayer was subsidizing the state of Alabama's energy grid. Now, I didn't know this, but yeah, that's what we were doing because they're too poor to afford their own energy. So now that Donald Trump and Elon Musk have gotten rid of the grant that helped pay for their energy, all of the people in Alabama are getting a $100 surcharge added to their electricity bill. How's that for inflation? But hey, Alabama, you voted for this, and in all honesty, why should we have to pay your energy bills? Find some bootstraps.
Bitch, am I a trip? Or they done went up on the fucking light bill or something, because bitch, every time I turn around, that motherfucker $500. Now, Georgia Power, I don't know what type of shit y'all got going on, but y'all gonna stop motherfucker overcharging me.
Surprise, surprise.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of FAFO season. MAGA voters in Alabama are out here learning the hard way that elections have real-life consequences, and this time it's coming straight for their wallets. Well, Donald Trump has just signed an executive order that has cancelled a critical energy assistance grant, a program that was quietly helping thousands of Alabama citizens keep their lights on. And guys, here's where it's getting crazier, because everybody in Alabama is getting slapped with a $100 surcharge on their electricity bill. Well, we told you so. You voted for the orange man in charge. Now you are realizing a little bit too late that you voted against your own best interest, because American taxpayers have been subsidizing your energy bill for years. And you went ahead and voted against your own best interest because you thought the American government was spending too much. Well, did you forget that you are among those whom the government spends too much on? It's your finding out phase. You F around, now you are finding out. Let's get into it, guys. If you're new to the channel, kindly consider subscribing, like the video, and drop me your opinions in the comment section below. I'll be back with more commentary.
Alabama residents are going to see a $100 increase in their utility bill directly because of Donald Trump's policies. But the best part, the utility company is sending them letters letting them know it's Donald Trump's fault. Now, this is in Huntsville, Alabama, and Huntsville Utilities sent a letter to some of its customers letting them know this. You could pause if you need to, but they are going to receive a $100 increase because the grant that reduced their bill by $100 is being rescinded by Donald Trump. Yeah, they're letting them know this is Donald Trump's fault. We're not taking the hit for this. Now, Donald Trump promised people that he would cut utility bills in half in the first 12 months. And instead, these people in Huntsville, Alabama, a deep red state, are going to see it increase by $100. The worst part, these are the poorest among us. These are people that desperately need this, so they don't have to make a decision between lights or food. And Donald Trump is taking that away. The man who campaigned on lowering costs are making them go up. And now people know beyond a shadow of doubt, it's his fault.
Did y'all see that news story about this town in Alabama, red state Alabama, that there were about 20 to 30 residents using government funding to get assistance for their light bill? So with the new bill that daddy passed, it no longer covers $100 on their light bill. And not only that, they actually owe the government. And that money is now being debited from their account. I wish no ill intentions on anyone, because I know the struggle is real. However, we did say, y'all daddy is not for the poor. You should vote for policies and not hate. Majority of them, knowing they on government assistance, voted for hate. Lord, I'm grateful that I'm a hardworking, tax-paying American citizen that does not depend on the government. Y'all be safe out there.
Citizens of Huntsville, Alabama are receiving a letter in the mail telling them that their electric bill is going to go up by $100 as a result of Donald Trump. Here's the letter right here. If you zoom in right there, you can see where they can't spin this on anyone else. They can't blame the Democrats because it literally says, due to Donald Trump's executive orders ending a federal grant. Because remember, these federal grants are all wasteful spending, and I'm sorry, we had to cut the wasteful spending. That is your ability to pay a lower electric bill. Mind you that these are some of the lowest income people in America, yet they predominantly vote for Donald Trump. And they're over there, on their Facebooks being like, yeah, Elon Musk is cutting wasteful spending. He sure is, isn't he? Again, these billionaires will never care about you. They will only care about themselves. But FAFO, my name is Mercedes Chandler. Give me a follow or you won't see my face again. Thank you. Goodbye.
The worst part, these are the poorest among us. These are people that desperately need this, so they don't have to make it.
Yeah, so the Alabamans who voted 62% overwhelmingly for Donald Trump are now going to have a $100 increase in their utilities. They also aren't going to have any schools because they don't make any money. They've been on federal welfare as a state for the entirety of the time that they've been a state. And I love this for them because they've been so deeply invested in trying to hold down black people that they are now going to be dust poor. Like they're going to be looking back when they used to be dirt poor. Like, remember when we used to only not eat once a day? That was nice. And I love this for them.
Alabama, hundreds of people are having hundreds of dollars removed from their bank accounts, debited from their accounts. People who are already in a desperate adjacent position because they're getting grants to help them pay for their utility bills. Donald Trump promised to bring down energy prices. The opposite is happening. Not only are prices going up, but people are being charged more because Donald Trump's government efficiency is withholding grant money that's already been appropriated, which, for the sake of accuracy, is illegal. It is unconstitutional, against the law. Trump executive order leads to $100 energy bill hike for hundreds in Alabama. Donald Trump promised that as president, he would drastically lower Americans' energy bills. "We're going to make it a much, much different place," Donald Trump said in November, in a November 14th speech at Mar-a-Lago. But hundreds of Alabama residents are receiving $100 surcharges on their energy bills as a direct result of Trump's actions in the White House. About 250 customers of Huntsville Utilities, this is just one utility company in Alabama, by the way, about 250 customers of Huntsville Utilities, the public utility company in Huntsville, Alabama, received a letter informing them that their account, quote, has been debited $100. The surcharge occurred because one of Trump's executive orders froze a grant that assists low-income residents with their energy bills. A grant that has already been appropriated. Again, unconstitutional, illegal.
Increase in their utility bill directly because of Donald Trump's policies. But the best part, the
utility company said, look, don't send us no strongly worded emails. Don't leave no horrible Yelp reviews. Don't send us some letter bitching to us about the increase in the price via snail mail in the United States Postal Service. They said don't leave no comments on our Facebook page, bitch, cause it ain't us. It's not us. Don't complain to us about this shit. They said it's not us. We ain't to blame, bitch.
Alright guys, there you have it actually. So I was doing some research to find out what exactly happened. So here's what I found. For years, Alabama has relied on federal low-income home energy assistance program, which is LIHEAP, in short, to help low-income households afford energy bills. A lot of states get their assistance, but places like Alabama, where wages are low and utility cost keeps on rising, really depends on it. Now, we all know that a lot of Alabamians actually voted for the Red Party. They voted for Trump without actually knowing or with ignorance that they were voting against their own personal best interest. Now, Trump came through with his executive order cutting funding to energy assistance grants and calling it wasteful government spending. Now, a lot of MAGA folks were out here actually chanting that, they need to fix the American economy because the government spends too much on, unnecessary things. But did you not know that the government actually spends too much subsidizing places like Alabama, where wages are low and people actually have it the hard way to keep their lives afloat? Now, these MAGA voters in Alabama who voted for the orange man in charge, they are now coming out feeling betrayed because now they are being hit with a $100 surcharge on their electric bill. And reports has it, guys, that this is straight up being deducted from their bank accounts. That means that you do not have the power to argue about this. You are paying, whether you like it or not. And guys, as we have seen in the videos, the energy company is actually doing this and sending them an email, a text message, letting them know that this is not our doing, this is Donald Trump executive order doing. So in other words, it's actually saying you did this to yourselves because you voted for this man and he is doing this to you. He's taking away your grants to having an affordable energy bill. And now, don't come out here actually sending us email. Don't come out here calling us out. Don't come out here boycotting, trying to boycott us, because this is not our doing. And if we are being honest, guys, it's not their doing. It's because of the bill that has been signed that is actually taking away this funding, making a lot of Alabamians realize that they voted against their own best interest. It's FAFO season. You F around, you find out. Wherever you are in any MAGA state, if you voted against your best interest, you're gonna find out sooner or later, because every group that actually labeled themselves as MAGA for Trump is in the find out phase. It's been the Latinos for Trump who are actually facing their finding out phase with ICE raids and mass deportations. It's been everybody finding out. If you voted for the Orange Party and you voted against your best interest, you're gonna find out sooner or later, because most of you voted for a cheaper lifestyle, cheaper groceries and cheaper prices of eggs, but everything keeps on going high. The price of eggs keeps going high. The price of groceries is skyrocketing because of all these, Trump tariffs that he's slapping on Mexico, which is actually the biggest exporter of fresh food and fresh fruits to the United States. So everything that actually you are voting for, you thought you were voting for, is actually skyrocketing. So now you need to find out that you need to be thinking for yourselves and not only taking every politician's word just like that, because you need to think for yourselves. Every politician out there will always tell you what you need to hear, because they need your vote. After now they win an election, they actually can do whatever they want, because they have 4 years of presidency. You are finding out that the orange man in charge is not a president for the poor. He is the president for the rich. You effed around, now you are finding out. Thank you so much for watching this far, guys. If you are new to the channel, kindly consider subscribing, like the video, and drop me your opinions in the comment section below. And as always, see you on the next episode.